Hello everyone and welcome to my channel Learn With Me. Through this video, let us understand the concept of computer memory and its classification. Memory is the most essential element of a computing system. The computer cannot perform even a simple task without the memory. It is just like the human memory. It is used to store data and instructions. The processing of data is done in the memory itself. The instructions required for the processing is stored in the computer memory itself. Computer memory is classified as primary memory and secondary memory. Let's learn the primary memory. The primary memory is also called as the main memory. Primary memory cannot remember anything once the computer is switched off. That is, primary memory is a temporary memory. Therefore, we can call it as a volatile memory. After every task is performed, the memory is cleared so that this memory can be made available to the next task. The primary memory is divided into blocks. Each block is called as a cell and each cell is given a unique memory address. These memory addresses can be used to refer to a specific memory location. The memory visualization is being explained in my video of computer memory visualization. The link to this video is being put in the description box. Let us go ahead with the secondary memory. We know that primary memory is temporary or volatile memory. Hence, we require the secondary memory to store data and information permanently for later use. We can make use of the storage devices like hard disks, CDs, pen drives and so on as secondary memory. Hence, the secondary memory devices are also called as storage devices. The primary memory is further classified as RAM, that is random access memory, and ROM, that is read-only memory. Let's know RAM in brief. In RAM, the memory cells can be accessed from any desired random location for the purpose of information transfer. That's the very reason it is called as random access. RAM is further classified as dynamic RAM, that is DRAM, and static RAM, that is SRAM. The second classification of primary memory is ROM, read-only memory. As the name itself states, this memory can perform only the read operation. That means it does not have write capacity. Since it has got only read capacity and no write capacity, the information will be made permanent during the hardware production of ROM. That is, information cannot be altered by writing new contents to it. Because of this reason, ROMs are used in application where it is known that the information never needs to be altered. The ROM is slower when compared to RAM. ROM is further classified as PROM, EPROM and EEPROM. That is, PROM stands for Programmable Read-Only Memory, EPROM stands for Erasable Programmable Read-Only Memory, and EEPROM stands for Electrically Erasable Programmable Read-Only Memory or Electrically Erasable PROM. EPROM is further classified as UPROM, that is ultraviolet PROM, and EAPROM, that is electrically alterable PROM. Let's move ahead towards the second classification of computer memory, that is secondary memory, or we can also call it as storage unit. Secondary storage devices are used to store large amount of data permanently. Can you answer why? Yes, we already studied that primary memory is volatile and cannot remember anything once the computer is switched off. Hence, we require the secondary storage devices to store data permanently. The storage capacity of storage devices are represented in the terms of KB, MB, GB, TB, and so on. Some common storage devices are hard disk, CD-ROMs, DVDs, pen drives, and Blu-ray disc. Let us quickly go through the units of computer memory measurements. Bit stands for binary digit. 8 bits put together forms 1 byte. 1024 bytes equals 1 KB, that is KB stands for kilobyte. 1024 kilobytes equals 1 MB, that is MB stands for megabyte. 1024 megabytes equals 1 GB, that is GB stands for gigabyte. 1024 gigabytes equals 1 TB, that is TB stands for terabyte. 1024 terabytes equals 1 PB, that is PB stands for petabyte. 1024 petabyte equals 1 EB, that is EB stands for exabyte. 1024 exabyte equals 1 ZB, that is ZB stands for zettabyte. 1024 zettabyte equals 1 YB, that is YB stands for yottabyte. 1024 yottabyte equals 1 brontobyte. 1024 brontobyte equals 1 geobyte, and geobyte is the highest memory. Let's quickly recall now. The computer memory is divided as primary memory and secondary memory. The primary memory is again classified as RAM, that is random access memory, and ROM, that is read-only memory. RAM is further classified as dynamic RAM, that is DRAM, and static RAM, that is SRAM. ROM is further classified as PROM, EPROM, and EEPROM. EPROM is further classified as UPROM, that is ultraviolet PROM, and EAPROM, that is electrically alterable PROM. And few examples of the secondary memory devices or the storage devices are hard disk, CD-ROM, DVDs, pen drives, Blu-ray disc, and so on. Hope I've simplified learning for you. If you think so, do like my video, and please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thank you, and always remember that practice makes things perfect.